And Baldur's Gate descend into Avernus, and we wrap back up around here. Down here it started with Elturel has fallen, and now it's Elturel's last stand. Face off against Archduke Zariel of Avernus and deal with the consequences of your actions. The bad boss because he forms a hegemony. That happened. Right. Rather resave at the other. Oh, nice, Better. I'm glad that worked for you. You know, it's your results may vary with that combination, but I have an idea. With time gates will only cycle through tier 1. It's just tier 1 in time gates, because time gates are current. The current version of time gates are a function of events 1.0. They've not been updated to factor in events 2.0. Hey, potion. You know what? I know what's coming. Potion. Which is, we're not even gonna bother leveling up click damage. I know what's coming. I know what this is. I know what we're fighting against. I'm saving my gold. Thought it was a blood splat. No, it's a little gem. He just turns you into a little gem. Locks you away in it. Slightly deranged on the map. How do you get rid of the left side boxes? You click on the far right side quest. What? What? Left side boxes to click on the far right? That isn't a thing. Like if you're zoomed out like this and you can't click on something over here, zoom in and scroll the map over. I'm not sure what. Oh, right side, but yeah, right side box. No, you just zoom in. You just zoom in and then you click wherever you need to click. Remember, you can zoom in and out on the map. Yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have done it then. You can zoom? Did everybody not know this? Do I need to add to this to Idle Champions 101? Yeah, you can zoom in and out on the map. Hold up. Oh, God. I think I just broke some people. Yeah. They're not going to create a map with stuff you can't click on, folks. Come on. Come on. For the item levels of the champion equipment, on most of these champions, it's low. Most of my champions is fairly low. Diana is high, 38, because I've been dumping item levels into her, but like my primary DPS on this account is Karlach, and she's level 5. Item level average. Now the exceptions to the rule are Human, who's at now currently 120, and Briv, who's at 183. Because speed. Dritz has 58? What? Oh, Core and Evergreens they've got some solid item levels. They're in the 50s. Good. Good for them. They're still not my best choices. Hey, look, folks, this is what we're facing in Elturel's Last Stand. The Area 50 boss is the Queen of Dragons herself. Spoilers. Notice she has all 5 of her heads here, but only 2 are out at a time. When you take them out, there's a little green bar that's filling in here, and what that means is that they're regenerating. So this is a DPS race. If you don't take out all 5 heads, but they will come back alive, and you'll keep fighting. This is the first true DPS race in Idle Champions. We're gonna race through these lower area versions of her just fine. We'll see what happens when we get higher. When we get higher. My God, it works. Of course it does. I didn't just like pull the deep magics out for my version of the game. Yeah. Yeah, no, and it's when you're when you're dealing with some of the well, this I don't have the stretched out version here yet, but yeah, I don't know. I don't think any of these early ones there's a big problem with, but like in Avernus, it's definitely they've got it covered mostly. Nothing's really covered here. Some of the others might get problematic. Oh, Icewind Dale is problematic? Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna let that word through. But yeah. Yeah. Zoom in. Zoom in and drag it around. Zoom in and drag the map around. I think that we ran into problems in like I think the biggest thing where you run into problems is here. They've now allowed us to zoom out more, but it used to be that you could only zoom out to the edge of this barrier in the Modrons. So if you had the filter out, you couldn't get to this side, and then they let us zoom further out. It's a little broken back here. They gotta fix that, but that's the art behind their peeking out. But now we can actually have the filter up and be able to do stuff off to the side. Couldn't do that before. But on the main map, there, yeah, zoom in and out works pretty well for everything. I think where you may get an issue at some point is depending on how well they flesh out Sword Coast, because it has Barovia and the Underdark. Like if you get too many extra places to go, at some point it may cover stuff up, but well, I guess I didn't realize people didn't know you can zoom in and out on the maps. I'll have to remember that. I'll have to remember that. Here's Tiamat again. Why did it start with all 5 X'd out? That's not helpful. That's not helpful at all. I'm gonna have to restart to clear the X's off. That's gonna be horrible when we're at the high level if we can't track what's dead forever or not. Rhinos, when you apply a potion to make something shiny, do you get to pick which item slot it goes to? Yes. Nowadays you do, yes. So back in the day, back in my day, it would just randomly go to an open slot. But now you get to pick. I can't demonstrate. I don't have one. But yes. Same with a golden potion, like a potion of golden or whatever they're called. Potion of polish and the golden potions. You can do that with both. But not every item in the game has a golden version, so some of them will be grayed out. Another favorite hidden feature is control clicking on potions to auto-populate 1 hour of the size you're clicking on. Yeah, that's a more recent thing, just in the last couple of years, I think. I don't use it personally, but I get it. I get why you'd want it. It's just Tiamat getting cross. Ugh. But, Yeah, I think that would have hurt more if you're like, well, that's because Tiamat's your ex. That would have been because they're all X'd out. Next question. What are the best supports for a card like DPS? Whatever your best supports are. She's just like, I'm just gonna hit things and you do whatever you're gonna do. So literally it's whatever your best meta, either the meta supports, the best meta supports in the game, and the best tanks, or just the best supports you've got. Because she doesn't care about tadpoles. She doesn't care about her party being absolute adversaries. Did we? No, okay. I was like, what happened? Oh, we lost Shandy's. I'm like, we slowed down. Did we lose our speed potion? Basically, once you select Human, it'll be a thing that'll populate all the cards, and then you can select the card you want. Just hydrated, but fine. We have to go to. Do we have to go to 600? 575. Okay. So we're gonna beat her on 550 is the last time we have to beat her, and then we can cruise through 575 pretty easily, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I gotta clear this off. This is not. Just restarting. Hit it too soon again. Restarting. Come on, come back. Why'd you go up there? Where are you? Apparently we beat her. Apparently we beat her, folks. Hey, Ravenous. But you're also in the middle of this? Nice. Nice. Now I need to get in the middle of putting on my shoes. Hold on. Don't know why, but suddenly my feet were real cold. The fear of Tiamat. It's not. It's not. Who was it? Somebody in chat told me about Graveyard Keeper. The game Graveyard Keeper. And I threw it on my wish list. And then today I got a message that it's on sale. Folks, if you were interested in Graveyard Keeper, it's $4 right now. It's $4. So yeah, I'm picking up Graveyard Keeper for future streams because it's $4 and it looked funny. So just in case anybody else out there had thought that was an interesting game. Graveyard Keeper is an amazing game. Good, yeah. Well, at some point we're going to play it on stream. I've got a backlog of games to play on stream because we've been working on this playthrough, but we'll get there. Yeah, $4 though. I mean, come on. I think I only put it on my wish list like 2 weeks ago, and suddenly it's $4, and I'm like, all right. I also got a gift the other day. Mars gifted me Animal Well, so we'll have to play that on stream at some point too. I have to play that on stream at some point too. Graveyard Keeper has DLC too. Okay, I'll check that. Heard some good things from Rami about Animal Well. I've obviously Mars was like, "Have you heard about Animal Well?" And I said, I think I've heard people talking about it. And the next thing I know, he's gifted it to me. I'm like, oh, apparently it's good. Do I have a public Steam wish list? I do. I think it's down below the stream. I think. Isn't it still down there? There's also a Throne wish list. Oh, geez. No, I said go to my channel, not random Twitch. Is it still down there? Yeah, it's down there. It says Steam wish list. It's also a Throne wish list that has both just a straight up item, like I think it's the computer maintenance toolkit, and then there's a crowdfunding for a Steam Deck, which is pretty cool. Through Throne. Basically a third-party wish list that handles all that stuff, so I don't have to do anything. And when someone buys something, then they handle all the shipping to me, and you don't have to worry about somebody getting your address. Kind of like a semi like a PO box. You can't send me stuff through it, but still got to look into getting a PO box. People have said you should get a PO box. See, because everything else is on sale for Graveyard Keeper. Interesting. Huh. Their plays on other pop culture things. The first one is Stranger Sins instead of Stranger Things, and the other was Game of Crone. That's funny. Better Save Soul. Oh, okay. I get it. Yeah, I mean, $2 DLC is pretty good too. $2 DLC is pretty good. Guess I should have just bought the version that comes with everything, huh? That would have been the better decision. I was not paying attention. Fixed. You still have the... Oh, I just bought it. I just bought it. So, like, for $2. I'm like, oh, $2 DLC, sure. Like, I just paid, basically, on sale, I just paid $10 for the game, and all three of it's the DLC I care about. I don't need the soundtrack or the art book. But it's still, you're gonna have to reset when you get to the last boss, I guess. NML has been a ton of fun. Heather Mandic. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it looked interesting. It's very sprite-y. We'll see how I handle that after having grown up with that type of game and then having grown out of that type of game. We'll see. Getting recommendations for additions to my throne list? Oh, did I? I think there. If I did, there was a problem. I think I got a message that somebody had recommended something, but then when I clicked on it, there was nothing there. So I don't know if that worked. And Ibex, whoever Ibex is, I don't know. I don't recognize his name. But somebody could be using a different name. I don't know. Ordered me the tunic desk mat with the shopkeeper. I can't wait for that to get here. I think it just shipped. Oh, no worries, Tortyfoo. Yeah, spread the love around. I don't have time to play that one yet, but it's definitely on the list, so I will play it eventually. Like I said, doing this playthrough where I'm really just focusing on this new player run and pushing it further than I normally do new player runs is taking up a lot of my streaming time. So once I don't know exactly how far I'm going to go with this, but once I get there, then I'll go back to streaming Out of Champions twice a week and streaming other games the other 3 days. But Tunic for the PS5? No. My girlfriend's playing through it now. Good. Try not, if you're going to play it as well, try not to pay attention. Because it's one of those games where spoilers abound, but... The sure, good DPS choice. I'm probably going to be switching to her on this run as my DPS to take down Tiamat. So, yeah. Yeah. I would prefer Karlach. My Karlach outdoes my Ashara, but Ashara is a situational DPS. She can be good in general, but she's great for killing armored enemies because she can have at soft cap. She'll have 5 magic missiles, so she can remove 5 chunks of armor at once. And with Human in the middle, that doubles to 10. As long as she's hitting for enough damage, we'll be removing 10 segments every time we attack. Whereas Karlach, 1 segment. 1 segment. Human in the middle, 2 segments. Not great. Oh yeah, there's my guide to Ashara. The most recent one. A video guide. Ashara's best if you can trigger her, at least her primary potpourri bond as a DPS. If you can't, then it's less effective, but she's still, as long as you're still doing damage, it's fine. But she is fully operational with a double quad, like both bonds at 4, like activated at 4. I guess I don't need to see them because the health bar itself has numbers, and each run through of the armor is one of the heads. I'll keep that in mind. Are you building your speed formation? Yeah, that'd do it. That'd do it. You gotta swap that out at some point. Hey, look, as long as you're killing things, it doesn't matter who's setting Bud, right? But at some point, it's time to make a change. We're almost halfway through this, but we're over halfway through this run. This is good. We're making good time in comparison to our speed potion. I think Sam Riegel made certain game choices recently, so we go and extend family vacation. No. There's no way to. Well, I mean, no. I don't want to get spoilers. I don't want to get into spoilers, but no. Most of my core Evergreen have 4 to 5 upgrades, but somehow Shara is still stuck on all the. Wow, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I had somebody that only had like 1 epic recently, but now I think they've caught up to 3. Jarlax is only at 2. And Minsk is only at 2. I think he had 1. I think Tyrell only had 1 recently, and then he got 2 more. Oh, Coria's got none, though, as far as Evergreens go. And Dragonbait has none, so... Still got a couple Evergreens that don't have any purpley goodness. But they're the most recent ones. Kind of makes sense, but is slightly unfortunate. Slightly unfortunate. I wonder if I should... do this. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to pay attention to this number up here and ignore the heads. It's also, that's refilling way too fast. This totally bugged out. Because if it was refilling like that, we'd be gaining they'd be gaining heads back. I don't know what, man. It's real bugged right now, folks. I don't know what the problem is. I decided to move my Gromma back because I want her next to Whittle along with Orkira because they're both on-hit debuffers. We can keep that slow and that debuff on everyone from Gromma. I like to get more epics on Barrowin, but don't want to wait until their event. Time game spam worth it? If your core and your evergreens are full epic, I would recommend patron chests. Time gates, because you only get 3 gold chests, it takes 4 time gates technically to hit a pity timer, right? Because the pity timer's at 10. So I don't know. It's a lot of time gate pieces just to try to run down in the current system. It's a lot to try to run down epics. But it depends. Maybe I just don't worry about it. Like the only ones I ever really would even begin to chase would be speed epics early on. But I don't even want to do those. Open 500 golds once you get Ray unlocked? Wow. Yeah, that's going to be nice. Finally cleared all tier 3 this event. Nice, Woodchucker. You even cleared a couple of the T4. Fantastic. Fantastic. Yeah, that's that Trials power. Hopefully you're still leveling up your legendaries. Yeah. got Whittle. How does she help with on-hit debuffs? She's an attack speed booster and a base attack resetter. So hurry up now. There's a 25% chance to just immediately reset anyone adjacent to her, or anyone receiving her vampiric gaze, I should say. That's because that's different than adjacent. Vampiric gaze is adjacent, but then there's people that can, like Valentine, that can give it to others, right? So anyone that's receiving vampiric gaze, 25% chance to automatically get their base attack back. But then also, whoever is buffed by vampiric gaze has a base attack cooldown equal to the quickest person that is buffed by vampiric gaze. So whoever has the fastest attack that's getting vampiric gaze, everyone that's getting vampiric gaze shares that base attack speed. So like right now I'm getting a 4-second cooldown on Grama, whereas if she was over here she'd have a 3.6. What? Oh, Human, dang it. Never mind, I'll put her back up there. Hold on. So I guess we're slower because of Human. Somehow? Wait. No. What? Is it the buff hole? No, there's something else going on. Never mind. I might have to rearrange this a bit. No. Oh no. How do I want to do it? We'll do it after Tiamat. Keep forgetting there's also rules about the buff hole here. That's just damage though, right? Full number next for everybody. Or attack speed reduction for everybody. Huh. What is going on? Because we're only getting... Yeah, adjacent to the cobalt, half a second. Okay, so what I want to do is actually... I want to get Minsk up here, and then Whittle here. Now she's at 3.5. But really, I would want that for Rakira. This is a 4.1 anyway, so that's fine. This will work. This is the better layout. Good thing I actually checked that, because this is super helpful on a DPS race like Tiamat. Alright. That's going to be better. But yeah, so basically whoever, because especially if you can stack something like that reduction onto somebody and then put them adjacent to Whittle, then they share it with another person. Or Kira's more of the... Kira's also an on-hit debuffer, but she can stack up many times, so I'd rather have her going faster. We're going to change this whole thing, but this is basically just going to help us for the moment. This is going to become an Ashara DPS formation as we get higher. Right now it's a speed and gold fine formation. But once we clear like if we can clear 500 with this, then I'll switch over to Ashara, which should be a much better clear. This round made $4,700, not bad. Feels a little low, but then again, they are selling a pumpkin familiar, and it's not Halloween. Yeah, I never build around the alignments, to be honest, in Avernus. Just remember to keep your DPS by the buff hole. I love the captions calls it a buffalo. Oh, it's a buff hole. Buff hole. I guess nowadays you could call it the bud hole, but you know. Oh, God, captions. Thank you. Oh, thank you for. Yes, it changed it. Good job, captions. I wish there was a checkbox in this caption program. It's like, don't put these words. Do never translate these words. We're up to a bunch of them now. 7 bars and 8 left. So Tiamat targets the whole party with each attack. For each point that related scores above 10, a champion has a 10% chance to save against the damage or effect. That's nice. Black Acid Breath is a dex save. Blue Lightning Breath is a dex save with a stun. Green Poison Breath, con save. Red Fire Breath, dex save. Heavy dex here. White Cold Breath, dex save with a slow. All heads have 50 armored health, which means 2 runs of health. 2 runs of 25. And while the head is off screen, it heals 2% of its health. Basically means 1 segment. It heals 1 segment. The head is defeated. It will heal back to 100% health if the other heads are not defeated within 3 minutes. This is why this is a DPS raise. We're doing just fine, honestly, with Minsk. I'm actually impressed because of Whittle, I think. Whittle and Human really caring. Yeah, and this is the final adventure and final storyline adventure in Baldur's Gate. When we complete this, we will unlock both Trials of Mount Tiamat and access the first unlock requirement for Zariel. We only have 42 champions though, so we can't immediately unlock Zariel afterwards. Still a ways away from that. Hey, Noobles. What do I care about? There's a medium question speed. Coming up on soft cap. Do not touch them. Good job. Don't turn off Shandy. 23 minutes of speed left. Yeah, this was slower because Tiamat just slows us down a lot. So the Eneralong potion was definitely the good choice here. Monster health is catching up to our damage, though. So it's going to slow down a little bit once that equalizes. The potential, like I could pop a gold find potion and we could stay a bit ahead of it, but it's not. I don't think it's worth it. We're going to soft cap in. Zapper Overload is... People consistently hate Zapper Overload. I don't hate it. I just recognize that it's a very manual play variant. And the tip I'm going to give you is save your formation to a hotkey, and then just you've got to be there watching. You can watch like something like another show or whatever, but just consistently hit the hotkey to reload the formation back in after people get zapped out of it. They're usually, I think they're zapped out of it for that area, and when it moves to the next area, you can reload them back in. And so just having a hotkey for that is key, if you will. Just gonna go ahead and burn some ultimates here. And we're chucking right through the health pretty good. What you don't want to see is this number go up instead of down, right? We've been going down pretty well. Pretty well. Could be better. It's a little slow. See, it's kind of hitching back and forth sometimes. Three. Don't go back up to 4. Okay. It's very slow. And if we were in trouble, like if we were taking a lot of damage, you know, and we weren't surviving this, then we would want to find a way to speed this up. And hopefully that's going to be a Shara. We'll see. We'll see. I may put it in and maybe it's not great. Should be better. We should be able to build it much better. I mean, we can build way more damage than this, to be clear. But it isn't just about damage. It's about the multi-hit is our goal. There we go. All right. Okay. So let's just race through. We got some Fire Breath Potion. Get Shandy back on, and then we'll stop right before 550, which would be our final fight. I'm going to build out an Ashara formation just to hopefully slam dunk it. Hopefully just to slam dunk it. Hopefully we'll be soft capped by then. Feel like we're almost there. Even getting the formation to save before someone's zapped out is annoying. Yes, I agree. Yeah. Once you get it though, it's like, okay, got it. Let's go. But yeah, always check, always hover your formation save. Make sure you got all 10 champions in, because Zapper Overload will screw you over. Zapper Overload don't care. Zapper Overload is the honey badger. Come on, Mazrul. Get off me, Puck. There's two things we're going to do. We're going to move Human back to the middle, which will shift his buff to middle column, increases damage of champions against boss enemies like Tiamat by EO 8%. It's a solid buff. If the boss has hit-based or armor-based health, successful attacks destroy twice as many segments as they normally would. That's what we're going to be going for. And we're going to be adding Ashara DPS, so we should remove 10 segments every attack. Duncan Rider's potato die. I haven't seen him in a while. I haven't seen him either. It may either that or he's busy. Hopefully those are one of the two things. Hopefully they're healthy. I think I'm going to want... Do I want Penelope? Penelope? Maybe. Level her up. I don't think this is going to work, so she might not be great. Since we're at soft cap, we've got gold to spare. I can go ahead and level her up in advance. Anyway, we're going to level up Dragon Bait in advance. Once we kill the 445 boss, it's a little problematic. Oh, maybe we bring someone in now. Yeah, let's go ahead and just make a swap now. Let's go back to Area 1. We don't have to worry about getting overrun by things, and let's build out the formation that we want. So I think I'm going on these two. Still gonna want Whittle, but we're gonna want like an Asharm, DPS, Okari. Do this. I'm gonna put her here. Because we're gonna put whom on here. Wait, is that gonna work the way I want it to? I don't think it is. Someone's gotta go here. That's gonna drop her down to 5 seconds. And just pick. Oh well, we'll check her bond in a minute. Okay, we're gonna want Astarion is born. Outflank bottom, yes. But what is his other spec set to? Thief. No. This is why we save potions of specialization, folks. Don't use them. What do we know? You want Arcane Trickster. So I might have wanted the other one. Oh no. I might change them again. Another one gives him more of a bud-based effect, but I think we should be okay. Penelope half fight, maybe? Maybe? Trauma? Tanking? Maybe? Black isn't going to help us here. Category. Let's see. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to do what I want it to do. We're going to find out. Bud burn work on armored segments as long as the bud is high enough, yes. There we go. Yeah, this will work. Now we're going to want to park a familiar on this when we get to that, to the last stage, to ramp up a star. Oh yeah, like just destroying that. Absolutely destroying that. That's what we want to see. We're rocking in the E177s. So any bud-based effects should remove segments from Tiamat as well. But we're going to rely on the multi-hit of Ashara, which is 5 or 6 at this point. I think it's 5. I can't count it. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. So we get to next level. So there we go. Just real quick. Real quick. Just one second. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at the removal when Ashara fires off. Look at how it just races and disappears. We're getting multiple people removing segments here, which is great. But the big one is when Ashara hits. It just races down. That's what we wanted. That's what we wanted. Boom. Okay. And we're not even activating 4 and 4. We're only at 3 and 3, so we weren't even getting her bond buff. We just had enough damage. Now we can just go back to speed formation. Should be able to ride that bud wave, I hope, through the end of this. Maybe, if not, I can... Oh. If not, I can switch to a different pushing group. Level people up. Forgot I didn't save that formation. Whoopsie. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, so any what timing? What timing? Gotta go back to a damage group. Oh my god. Can't believe I did that. Oh well. Let's just put in our regular pushing group. Which is missing part one. Little in the middle, because you got much. We're just gonna try shit. Are we back? We're back. So the way bud damage against armored stuff works is as long as the hit of bud damage is bigger than the amount of damage needed to remove the segment, it will trigger. Even if it's just you hit it and you do a single bud damage worth this value, as long as it's up there, it's going to do it. Now, if it applies a damage over time, like it's going to do X seconds of bud for Y number of seconds, it should then apply and remove segments over time. Should. Damage over time has always had this problem in this game where it didn't always work correctly, but bud damage over time has worked more consistently. But like Delina has dots that should just make Delina devastating. Definitely devastating. But the dots never really seem to function correctly. Oh god, I forgot about Penelope. Penelope's the worst on this in Avernus because of these vehicles. Dying. Instead of Penelope. Save that. He slows down the ability for the enemies to jump onto the vehicle to allow you to kill them. Like immolation on Celeste. Yeah, anybody with an immolation feat. If you're dealing with armored enemies, You wanna fire out. You wanna like stack up if you've got the damage and you can spare that feat slot. You want the immolation in because they're gonna become secondary DPS, removing segments off that boss. 616. They're almost getting to the formation. Nara's doing work. Wow, nice. We got it. Elturel's last stand, folks. Elturel has standed its last time.